Okay, I was answering, I think it was Feel Flow Free on something, and I think I've got this right. Do I have this right for you? You're an empath? And we were talking about vibrations, and she was asking how she could, and this was from a very loving place, though, mind you, but how she could reach other people's hearts and change them. Well, you can't. And as gently as I know how to say this, it's none of your business. Each being has their own path and their own right to do whatever they want. So you can't. Like I've said before, your job is you. Just you. Only you can be on your timelines and on your path. Now what you can do is if you really want to see that person at ease in whatever way that they're struggling, then you can visualize them and you can go to the timeline where the aspect of them is relieved in that manner. Now what has happened as a part of the game that we play is humans are under the illusion that they change things, that they change the planet, they change other people, they control other people, and what they're actually doing is you're going to the aspect, like let's say there's a preacher, and the preacher has a congregation, and the preacher stands up because you need to do this, this, and this. Well, if the congregation believes that the preacher is right, then they can literally go en masse to the timelines where they all do what he says. Okay? Same thing is true with education, or religion, or just the way that things are. Like, okay, we've got a poor country, we've got a rich country, we've got a strong country, we've got a weak country. You can do it in mass too. It's just you go to the timelines that you agree with the belief system. And so, kind of like the time-space illusion, this is an illusion that other people can control you, or can convince you to do something, or you can convince somebody else. It's just an illusion. It's a part of the movie. It's a part of the game. It's not real. It's not real at all. What you do is you flip over to a timeline where it looks like it's real. And that's a part of the game. That's part of that outside in thing that I was talking about in the other video. That as long as you believe in the game, it's going to appear that the game is right. Because you're creator God. You're going to make it very, very believable. All of this, bad guy scenarios that is set up, that's all on your call. That's all on your call. It's our call. All of us. We ask for that illusion to play the game of good guy, bad guy. Good guy, bad guy. That's why. So as long as you want to play good guy, you're going to have a bad guy. So you're going to go to the timelines where there's an illusion that there's a really tough bad guy. And it depends upon how much of a battle you want to have. So wherever you are, or however you want the world to look to you, you're going to visualize that there's some super bad guys out there that you've got to battle against. Oh, goodness sakes, I really did this because I really, really was a good guy. So I just made bigger and bigger and bigger bad guys until, like I've said before, it literally killed me. So understand this. You need to understand this. If you're heading to 5D, if you're going to be in 4D, again, do not listen to me. Change channels. Go somewhere else, because I will just annoy you horribly if you're going to stay in 4D. You will just be angry as heck at me. And I don't need that. You don't need that. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just going a different road. That's all. So just click away. That's all. Just click away. But for 5D people, you really have to get a handle on it, that is just an illusion. There is nothing you can do to anything or anyone. You can go to a place where it looks like you are making the changes to that person. In reality, you're changing timelines where that person, you're going to a different aspect of that person where they now agree with you. So it's going to look like you affected change. In reality, you're not allowed to you can't do anything to anyone or anything against their will. That's a hard and fast rule in this creation. Just about all creations. Yeah, all creations. So there can be illusion that you're making changes, that you're forcing people to do stuff, and they're pretty powerful. You know, this is a really intense game that has been created. It's very believable. That's why it's hard to get out of it, is because we take it so seriously here. And we believe this stuff a lot. Everybody does. But if you're going to go to 5D, you've got to start pulling back and looking at this from a different perspective if you want to go to a different place. If you don't, you're just going to recreate what you're already creating. You're just going to keep on going. So I'm not going to argue with you that, yes, you did this, this, and this is what happened as an end result. Well, of course it was. That's the illusion that you created. But that doesn't mean that it's the truth. There's illusionary truth, and then there's the real truth. And that's all about perspective. And you've got to understand that you are a creator God, and if you're a creator God and you control your universe, well, so does everybody else. And if you don't want anybody interrupting yours, what in the world makes you think that they want you interrupting theirs? Like I said, it can be an illusion of that, just like the illusion of time-space is an illusion. And you can't tell me that y'all don't know that the illusion of time-space is a very, very intense illusion. Well, so is the rest of it. It's a very, very good job. We're creator gods here. It's going to be a great game, you know? We are creator gods. When we put our minds to it, it's a pretty decent game. Video game people would love this game. Well, they're in this game, right? Okay? So, I want y'all to know that it's easier and better and for everybody if, rather than look at that person and go, what can I do to change that person, is to pull back and just do it from the other way. Say, I respect you. That's that whole namaste thing. I respect the God in you. I respect your game. You do as you please. But by the same token, if you've got bad people running around, you don't have to play with them. You can go, I respect your game, but not interested, and turn and go the other way. Now, if they're close to you, you can also go, I would like to go to a timeline with an aspect of you that's a good guy. Don't pay any attention to what the bad guy aspect's doing. There are bad guy aspects of you out there too, so let's not get judgmental, because you've got bad guy and good guy aspects of you out there as well. So if you don't want to hang with this bad guy version of that person, then just don't pay any attention to what the bad guy aspect's doing and go, nah, don't want to do it. I'm going to go over here. Now that's what I'm doing with X number 2. The really, really bad one from the other game is I slowly visualize, nope, better. He does something jerky. I go, nope, not interested in having anything to do with this aspect of that one. I want to go to a better aspect. And we have a lot of history, a lot of significantly bad history. So it is a challenge. So if I can do this with an ex that was extremely bad to me in many ways, then you guys can do this, okay? I'm not telling you or asking you to do anything that I'm not trying and doing myself. And sometimes I fall back. I do. But so what? Got nothing but no time, right? Okay? So, it's a lot better, and in a year from now when I drive away, I'm very comfortable that I will have that moved over to an aspect where I'm comfortable about it. I'm comfortable about it. And, yeah. That's where I stand on that. What was I saying before I got sidetracked on the X? Anyway, So that's how it works, guys. So just kind of check your language on it a little bit and make it come from you, not you doing anything to anybody. If you're going to 5D, this 5D, 4D, whoa, step up that good guy, bad guy game, because there's a lot more control than there ever was on 3D and 3D Earth, and 3D Earth was pretty bad, so good luck playing that game. Much kudos to you. I have no interest in playing that game. But 5D people, you have to pull back, realize everybody's a god creating their own thing, and the best you can do is move over to a different timeline with an aspect of that person that is more in line with what you'd like to see. Okay? That's how it works. Alright, I don't even know what to name this thing. Alright, well, I'll put it over and see what happens. Okay, huge hugs. I love you all, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.